Hello. I love you.
Hello. I love you too.
Hello. We all love you. And that's why we want you around. Today I want to show you a blessed life and how I got one. Be back in a minute. Worry. Worry's a killer. It really is. It causes stress. And boy, I had it in spades. Still do sometimes. We're a worrying kind of a society. We worry about the things that really don't sustain us. Don't we? I was the kind that I would take something from years ago. If I was worked up about one thing, I would take something from years ago and rehash it, and it would go over and over in my mind, and I would just spiral down into this depression. I'm not kidding you. That's what. If I allow myself, I can still do that. There's a way to stop it. Maybe not permanently. We're human. But there is a way to stop it when it happens. And that's what I want to share with you today.
Oh, I want to know. I just want to know because,
Do you worry?
well, sometimes.
What do you worry about?
Oh, where my bone is. When do I get to dig again?
Isn't it better to think about making sure you got something to eat?
Oh, I know I want stuff to eat. But I don't worry about that. You give it to me.
Well, see, there you go. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Let's just listen, Lester. Okay, they're just going to listen, which I'm thankful for. And being thankful can take a lot out of worry. And that is where I'm going. In Philippians 4:6-7, and this is from the New International Version. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That's a refreshing verse. But to someone who's a malignant worrier, I say malignant because, maybe I should say chronic. I was a chronic worrier. It can seem hard. That can seem almost like too much homework. And it isn't easy to learn, especially if you're that person who hashes it out all the time and who just does not let the worry go. Because that's what I would do. I would pray, I would give it to God, and I'd reach up, take it back. What I have learned is to pray, and then when it starts up again, pray again. When it starts up again, say, stop. I was talking to somebody today, and I reminded myself that that's something I have to do for myself a lot of times. I just have to tell myself, stop, in a very stern way sometimes. I like to be gentle with myself, but sometimes I gotta be a little stern. And then you start counting your blessings. What kind of blessings can someone who's got stage 4 COPD, a limited lifespan because of it, la da 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 da. Let me tell you. Doctors and stuff, they can make it sound so negative. Society can make it sound so negative. The fact of the matter is, there is no timestamp on my life, except that it will end. Just as will yours, and just as will everybody's. I started realizing things. I could still walk. I could still talk. I could still feed myself. I used to work with special needs. People who were in an institution, many of them in wheelchairs, and who could not feed themselves. Some were able to once they were trained with special equipment to be able to do that. But somebody who's got no use of their legs, it's very hard to teach them to walk. And being able to talk, that was a tough one. A lot of times they just cry or they just get mad because they can't communicate what they need. So it's a matter of learning a schedule, a routine for them. And believe me, none of us were perfect at it. But the more you try, the better it gets there. But that's just one thing in my life that I'm saying is I have those abilities and I value them because I have seen the lack of that ability. And those people were blessings. They were gifts. They still are, but they're gifts to have joy for every little thing they learn. When somebody smiles at you, well, anybody that smiles, but when somebody smiles at you because they've captured something that you've worked with them for years and they click, they have mastered it. The grasp on that spoon, they finally learn not to just do this, that it has to go all the way around that spoon. That is a milestone for them. And you can get the biggest smile, and that really, really touches your soul and your spirit. That's why they're a gift. I went back to school, and I found out that I was still intelligent, even in my 50s. I could stop wasting my time with worry. I became more confident, and I realized I can be a good writer. I am a good writer. I needed to learn how to, and still need to learn how to, progressively get better. So that's something that gives me motivation to continue. It isn't, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't know everything about writing, so I'm going to stop. No, it's like, I want to learn more about this. I've got good books out there. People tell me they're good. I want to do better, though. I started making the YouTube videos, and I am a blessed person. And a lot of it is because of that word, stop. If this helped you with any part of your life, then I'm blessed. That's my blessing.
Am I a blessing?
You are a huge blessing. You know what? I learned what to do with you guys, and I love you. They love you. You give me more personality.
How's that?
Because I can be 3 characters instead of 1. Find your own peace. Go do this. Do the stop. Stop, pray. Stop, pray. And then think about what you are blessed with. If you like what you have heard, please give us a like, subscribe, click that notification bell, come back. We'd like to see more of you. And comment below. And I do answer comments. I love to answer comments. So, see you tomorrow, and we love you. Night.